Good morning. Good morning. And also good morning. You were here with TB, and it is now the real off season. Georgia with back-to-back national championships. Uh, I don't know what else to add to that. Just it is what it is. We have our boys in red and black. I don't even know the whole chant. Something about coming down the track. Machine, red and black, coming down the track. Book bag full of facts. I the other team did lack. They were a Christian school, but apparently they weren't real Christians because God was not looking out for them. He was looking out for the dogs. So apparently we know what school has more Christians. Am I right, Mr. Fish and Football?
What school has more Christians?
Well, I mean, you tell me this. Would God let your team get beat 65-7? No, he would not unless it was a
Well,
test. And apparently the test was getting beat by Kansas State in the conference championship. You know why? You know how I know this? I don't. But it's the perspective. It's the context clues of how college football goes. Okay, that's how it is. Yeah. Whoa, Kobe, hold on now. Whoa, what? Whoa. Okay, guys, please disregard Kobe's comments. That is not the real Kobe. Because real Kobe. Okay, maybe the real Kobe would say that. You see what he said?
Hey,
Anyways, let me continue real quick. Okay.
yeah.
The Lord had cometh to me in a dream and told me that TCU was not the school to be on TV and act a fool. And that is why we saw what we saw in that game. Okay? False prophets. We hear about them. We've never seen it, but you finally seen it on TV. And you want to know what happened when you saw it on TV? 65,000-7 in a four-quarter game. I've never seen it. I heard Georgia Tech scored 222 points back in 1907 when Jesus Christ played fullback for Georgia Tech. Okay? And they were still running the wing T. I never heard of it since then. Well, then Kirby Smart shows up, cut his hair, used to have hair like Jesus, but now he don't. Now he got a mullet or a little women's visor, whatever he has. And then he beat the crap out of TCU. And guess what? The coach for TCU, his name is Sonny D. It is Sonny Dykes, but it's Sonny D. That's his nickname. How you gonna let a team be coached by a man named Sonny D? How you gonna get you Michigan? How you get beat by a team named Sonny D? That's not. I'm not doing it. Okay. Yeah, that's what Kirby said in the locker room. If you heard his pregame speech, that's all he talked about. We're not getting beat by orange juice. You understand me, Fishing? We're not getting beat by too much pulp. I'm not doing it. All right. You want me to keep going, or you want me to?
That's up to you. I mean, it's been. I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going then. All right. TCU. I don't even know the wide receiver for them. His name might as well be Quindarius because I don't know his name. All I know is his name end with food stamps. That's what it sounds like to me. All right. Quarterback. His name's Max Duggan. Okay, come on, dude. He sounds like Miss Fria's son off of Magic School Bus. And if you saw his hair, that's what he looked like. All right. And guess what he did? He ain't do nothing magical in the game except help Georgia win 65,000-7. All right. That's good. Oh, he got an NFL body. Man, throw a lot of touchdowns. Well, he ain't do it against Georgia. The man threw one downfield pass, and that's it because Georgia had grace. They gave grace. And then they took that grace back away with an interception. Okay.
Grace.
Yes, they did. They anointed Max Duggan at halftime. They did the little kumbaya, did the little forehead thing like they did to Simba on Lion King, and then they came out there, and that was it. They took his powers like a I don't know, like a Ninja Turtle. They took it from him. Okay, am I done? You want me done? You want me to be done?
Yeah, I think you got to be now. You probably be out of breath. It's a lot. That's a lot. What's that? 3
minutes? And then
minutes?
another thing, you know what? And this is also something else. Okay, all these people saying, well, TCU ain't deserved to be there. Well, maybe Georgia was just that good. Did we ever think that? Did we ever think that Georgia might just be really good? I know people don't like to give Georgia credit, and I completely understand because nobody liked Georgia. I get it. We surrounded by Alabama. There's 4 full sets of teeth in Alabama. They jealous. We got teeth over here. All right. Florida mad. I don't know why Florida mad. They got a bunch of colleges down there to be mad at, but yet they mad at us. Okay. They get to fish and go swimming all the time on the beach, but yet they mad at us. All right. South Carolina. South Carolina got Pigskin Pete. I don't know why they mad. And they got Boss Baby in Carolina Jackpot.
And Boss Baby.
Tennessee, they got BBD's leg. All right. They got BBD's lucky leg. So I don't know why they mad. It's not fair. Literally beat ACC championship winner in Clemson, and you still mad. Don't get it. Who else? I think that's it.
But Auburn, man, what Auburn got?
Auburn, man,
Why
got
they
a guy
mad?
that's gonna hire prostitutes to take your kid out to eat and buy him a burger like Jim Harbaugh. Except that
Facts.
burger gonna have a
Facts.
lot of raw, smelly onions on it, if you know what I'm saying. So, anyways, the point is nobody out there gonna be like them dogs. All right. And that's how we're gonna start off the show, is literally just letting you guys know it's the off season. The season over. The season off season is done. Okay. So that's what I want you to know. We're done. We're gonna talk a little bit of football here and there throughout the year, but it's over. Okay, how you doing, Fish? How you doing there, sir?
I'm doing okay. That was a great entrance. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect
Good.
that. Not at
Me
all.
neither.
But I'm
I didn't
pleasantly
expect it either.
surprised. That was beautiful. That sounded like if Martin Luther King was a Georgia fan in 2023. That's what it sounded like.
Amen. Amen. Yes, sir.
Amen. Yeah.
Texas A&M, man. Texas A&M, man.
It's a Texas A&M, man.
I'm
man.
sorry. Anyway, sir. Yeah, so it is the off season. I know me and you have had huge plans for this year for us, which is awesome because the football season ends at this time, which is really cool. We have a lot of things going for both of our teams. I know we're in different places as far as different levels, but at least both of our programs are moving forward. So we have a lot to talk about in the future. What do you want to, I guess, start us off with? Of what's your plan for the off season? Whether it's what kind of videos, anything. You give me a small segment.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue what I started off with in the off season last year.
Yeah.
About this Billy Napier segment of what he's doing for Florida, and it was all good things. It was all hyped up. If you can go back and watch it, it's like a year ago.
I like it.
At this exact time.
Okay.
But this time of year it's not going to be that positive. Probably not, depending on what happens and what transpires from what's going on. But that's probably what I'm going to do. And whether it's negative or not, or people want to hear it or not, that's probably what I'm going to do. But
I love that because
individually,
I don't care if it's negative or positive. I think the point is people want to hear it. And I think if I was a YouTuber and I was in your shoes and I saw the few videos that you had that blew up, there are Florida fans out there. Okay. I may not see them when I go to work every day. I may not see them when I go by the homeless shelter and I drop off old grapes and oranges. Okay. But the point is they are out there and they have YouTube.
Well, we got one in the chat right here. I mean, we got one Florida fan in the chat.
Who? Jacob Watson?
His name's Daniel Rivera.
Oh, Daniel.
Yeah,
he's Daniel Rivera. Daniel Rivera and Jacob Watson are both Florida fans?
I wouldn't say Jacob Watson, but Daniel definitely is.
His logo, his profile picture looked like a Florida. Kobe says, I want to know what Fishing Football is doing for his training video for the Slob Olympics.
For the training video? I just hope I can make it, bro.
That's true. It is. This one's further away than the last one.
I know. It is. And it's different situations at different times. So I'm just trying to make it, bro.
Agreed. Completely understand. Yeah. Now, I like that idea you were talking about as far as doing some off-season stuff.
Yeah. What are yours though? I mean, you just want another natty. Like, what are your plans as far as football goes? I know you go into basketball too, but what?
Yeah, I get what you're saying as far as Golden State, as far as the Warriors. Daniel, yeah, I will let a few people in just a bit, but for me, yes, it's transitioning into basketball.
I swear.
But I think for me, it's more of, yes, transitioning into basketball, but I need to capitalize off of football. And so what my goal is, I want to make about 5 to 10 more videos before I do this. But I know a few of the players off of Georgia's team. I know a few. Well, I may have told you this. I know an analyst that has been on the field for probably 10 SEC games this year. We went to high school together. Okay. And so if I can, I would love to get out a few more videos, kind of get the algorithm going, try to do them really well, and then bring them on for some interviews and just kind of get my page going in that way. because after all of that is when I'm going to start releasing a lot of the videos I was telling you about, the giveaways, the money giveaways, like stuff like that. Because for me, that's off
Mhm.
season stuff. Like when it's in the season, I don't have time to do that because basketball season is college football season for me.
Same thing,
So
yeah,
you
basically.
know what?
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm.
So, anyways, I'm just I guess just really excited. I'm excited because this will be yours and mine. This will be our first real off season after fully, trying to put in work on YouTube, which
Mhm.
we can both say was very exhausting having to do a full-time job or having to do stuff away from YouTube, but we completely understand why it pays off.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, we definitely both probably learned from it. Like, we kind of get a
Yes.
grip of it now because we went through it one time. Like, obviously, I work, and so do you, and
Yeah.
so like now we know kind of what going into it next year or in the off season, like what to really do because we both kind of really started heavy in the off season. So,
What
uh,
yeah, I would say that almost
you
at
started
the
before, but
beginning. I would say almost at the beginning of the football season is when we started heavy. We had
yeah,
had the ideas, we had had the thoughts, but putting them all in, it was like, whoa, like this takes a lot. It takes a
yeah,
lot more mental than you would think it would. So, I thought that was good. I think the editing part, the being able to be a better YouTuber is what really hit me in the face because I want to be that. You want to be that. So
yeah. Mhm.
that's kind of
Mhm.
the exciting part of going into this off season is just growing, trying to skip mistakes that other YouTubers who have been on this for 5, 10 years have already made.
Yep.
So,
That's right. That's right.
anyways, I didn't want to cover the national championship game too much. I just wanted to kind of talk with you and um, I guess just kind of put it out in the open. Um, Watching that game, that is the first time that I've seen Kirby not Kirby, if that makes sense. Usually he will get up by a few
Mhm.
touchdowns and then he'll run the clock out. And this
Mhm.
time it was like, and I wonder, yes, there was a combination of him trying to give Stetson the full reins, like I'm not going to hold you back. You just go score as many as you can. I get that. But the other part was he rotated a lot. I mean, we had so many freshmen playing, and I'm wondering in Kirby's mind, did it click? We because I don't blame Kirby if his thought was if you try to play like Oklahoma, your defense will be like Oklahoma's. You can't go out there and score in 10 seconds and expect your defense not to get tired. But I'm wondering if he now realizes, okay, my players are coached better, so I can play a lot younger players and still get what I want out of it. Because, bro,
Dude,
65-7.
dude. He definitely knows exactly what he's doing, and he's doing it for a reason. The talent gap, the way he's recruited, the things that he's doing there, like he wasn't worried about nothing. I mean, you talk about the pregame speech. I think you uploaded it earlier.
Yes.
Dude, I could run through a brick wall after hearing that, and I've heard it probably 10 times.
I agreed. And
I
though,
mean,
and that's the part of, wanting to go play for a coach that he doesn't just care about making you better. He wants to light a fire under you and make you think you haven't done enough.
hmm
Like I mean, anyways. So yeah, I agree completely
yeah.
with you.
Well, and I remember another video leaked about when they lined up to play Florida last year. And what did he say?
Yes.
I forget what he said exactly,
He
but
was
he was like,
talking
"I
about,
want you
he
to."
said, when they try to talk to you or they try to talk crap, you just point at the scoreboard. I
Yeah,
mean, he probably said a lot of words I cannot say as of this point,
right.
but it just that is the part of Kirby that I don't think people realize. Yes, he is good on development. He's doing all that. And this was a big thing too. A reporter was asking Keely Ringo, this was a month ago or a month and a half ago. They had gotten audio recording from outside the stadium. Kirby has his little microphone. A guy
hmm
had recorded outside of the stadium, Kirby yelling at Keely, going, "You can't cover ish. You can't cover Ish, and the whole world knows it. We see it every day in practice. When are you going to be better? Like, if you're Keeley, you're a 5-star player, a chance to be in first round draft pick. That's what you want to hear. I'm sorry. I know people like, well, I don't want you to talk to me that way. No, don't make me feel like I'm too good and then we go out there in a game and make mistakes. Like, so
Mm-hmm. Falcons fan just put it in the chat what he said about Florida.
he's indisciplined. Just laugh every time. Yeah, but come on, Falcon. You're missing about 14 words that we can't
You're
say.
missing
Just
about
in
14
those two
curse words.
sentences. Come on,
but dude, look, and nobody more than me that doesn't want to say this, but hearing those clips, seeing what Georgia's doing, like, it kind of puts the vibe around college football that this dude is like literally here to take over. Like, it's the epitome of culture. It's the epitome of grittiness in a team that he's instilling in every single recruiting class that comes in and every single player. Like, there's something really, really serious being built here.
Agreed.
Like, something very,
and it
very
makes
serious.
makes me happy to hear you say that. And it has nothing to do with you being a Florida fan. It has everything to do with you being a non-Georgia fan. Because if I say it, you know what it sounds like. Oh, you're a Georgia fan saying that. But that's the part of Kirby. You think these things get released on accident? You think these clips get released on accident? No. Just like Deion Sanders is getting stuff out there for his recruiting, this is Kirby's way of recruiting. Because if you're a recruit, you're in high school, you just broke the sack record at your school, all-time sack record, and you're thinking where you want to go to school, and you hear that clip right there, tell me you're not scheduling a trip to Georgia.
Fishing drinks tuna through a straw. What the hell?
But you know what I'm saying? You're sitting there thinking, and you're on Instagram or whatever. That's the thing. Kirby's mindset is so different. He's not trying to be flashy. He knows kids are on YouTube or on Instagram. What will go viral? Hey, I need y'all to record a clip of me going off, and I need it to be leaked. Because when it's leaked, oh my goodness, it's more valuable all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when it gets out there, now that player who's a 5-star is going, yo, like, hey, does he do that every game? And he's texting a player on the team. Yeah, bro, he's crazy. He does it every practice.
Let me get your quick take on it. Like, if you're a recruit and you hear that soundbite, like, if you're like, let's put it all into perspective. If you're a parent and recruit, both sitting down together with Kirby in your living room, does that deter you or attract you more to going to Georgia?
I think with how Kirby tries to build men up, because okay, no, I love that. I love that you say that. I freaking love that you say that. I just had this talk with my high school coach today. The world is harder on women than it is men. Right? Are we correct? Men can wake up and not take a shower. Men can wake up and not take a shower and go to school or go to work. Nobody says anything. But if a girl were to do that, she would be talked about. All, you know what I mean? Anyways, but what Kirby is doing, he is taking these young men and going, I am going to turn them into men before they go to the NFL. That way they can go through adversity. That way they've already been through trials and tribulations. They've already had somebody yell at them. They can get through anything you put on top of them. They can put, like, that's the part to me as a parent where I go, hey, look, you're not the only one that he's going to do this to. So he's not picking on you. If it was just my son he was doing it to, we'd have a problem. But when you do it to everybody, including these star players on your team, dude, I want you to go play. If he's not yelling at you, you're doing something wrong.
I completely agree. I think if anything, it attracts you more. I mean, unless you're like a Bible thumping type of parent, which
yes,
no knock against that. But I'm saying, I mean,
agree completely.
Unless you, I mean, if the whole main goal is to get to the NFL and play for a great football team in college, I think it does nothing but attract. Even with the curse words and the profanity and all that stuff, to me, it just shows intensity and passion more than anything. So,
will you do me a favor, Fishing? If you haven't already, will you on your phone go to my Instagram and I want you to look at my story, okay?
Mm-hmm.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna Macklin. We're talking about just Fishing had a good question. He was saying, does it deter you or does it attract you when you see these or you hear these leaked clips of Kirby going off and doing this or doing that, cussing and doing all that? Like, we were both agreeing it
Dylan
attracts us.
Raiola. We're talking about Dylan Raiola.
Basically, Colby, the number one quarterback of next year's class, is crystal balled to Georgia because there's like 2-year gap in between quarterbacks for us, and we already have 3 after Stetson leaves, and they're saying that right now he's crystal balled. He's already taken like 2 official and 1 unofficial visit. But I just want you to see
an Ohio State guy too.
Yes, he was. But I just want you to see that clip on my story real quick so I can.
Oh, the basketball one? Yeah, I did see that.
Okay, so that is a 5th grader that I was training for about 2 months before I landed the job at where I got. So my head coach found out about it, and she was so excited. We have an optional practice on Wednesday mornings. Well, that 5th grader did not show up. This practice is for the high school. She went over and chewed that 5th grader's tail out for not being there. And it made me so happy because it let me know that that coach thought, holy crap, if that kid can do that in 5th grade, if she keeps putting work in, what could she do in 7th grade? What could she do in 8th grade? And the reason I'm bringing that up is Kirby does that with these freshmen, and then they're juniors and they're playing lights out, and they're like, wow, how did you do that? That's because he had me ready as a freshman, but I didn't play because the guy in front of me was the 2nd round pick.
Right.
So that's what I'm getting at. Of Kirby does inspire me to be a better coach. Like that. Like, I'm not even a player, but I want to run through a brick wall. So, Colby, I do need to listen to that. Colby is saying that Brock Vandagriff had an interview after the starting UGA, and I said after the starting UGA, after the national championship game, and the way that it sounded, he's staying at UGA. He's not.
It is absolutely ridiculous how none of your QBs are in the portal.
But
it's ridiculous.
We talked about this. Or I want to say me and you did. It proves to me that Monken is teaching them, you can come here and play for 1 year. 1 year, and I can send you to the draft.
Well, this is true, but I mean, Jesus Christ, you got Vandagriff back there. Carson Beck's been waiting for like 3 years now.
Agreed.
And Stockton, like, dude.
I know.
Or are they just really wanting to compete, and that's just what's being sold to the quarterback room? That might be true. And if that's the case, that's even better for the quarterback room. But damn, I mean, it's really shocking to not see one leave.
I almost want to say that it's ignorant if those quarterbacks are really thinking that. You get what I'm saying? If you told me that me, you, Colby, and Uncle Lou were all competing for a starting job and only one of us could have it, but we knew that you were the front runner, and let's say I'm the last on the board.
You go to Texas or Ole Miss or you'd be gone.
Yeah, and it's nothing against y'all, bro. I love you. I love Colby. I love Lou. I love all you guys. But we're all trying to make it. But if Monken said, listen, Fishing, Colby, Lou, TB, if you guys only play here for 1 year, that is a better resume than if you played at Ole Miss for 3 years.
And this is true. This is what Falcon said in the chat. And the transfer portal is going to close pretty soon, but it's going to open up around spring. And I do think, I mean, I've thought this the whole time, but I still do think somebody transfers out. But yeah,
yes.
Yeah. I mean, there's just no way you keep all those quarterbacks in that room.
Agree completely. And I think it comes down to, when he was talking about the spring, it comes down to, hey, after the spring game, once we go through all those spring scrimmages, spring practices, you're gonna know. If I'm taking 70% of the reps and you're taking 10%, like, it doesn't have to be said.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and it's looking like Carson Beck, right? I mean, would you agree?
I mean, I haven't gotten to see the other ones, so if that's the case, that's the proof. The proof is what you see. But the part, though, of Kirby that was the most disrespectful to all of college football, but all of Georgia fans, it was hyped, is not when he called the timeout and took out Stetson. When he called the timeout and took the entire starting defense off the field to start the 4th quarter and put nothing but freshmen in, like, I literally looked at my brother and I was like, is he being for real right now? He's like, I don't think he took everybody out. And then the announcer's like, wow, everybody on the field right now is a freshman or a redshirt freshman. I was like, Kirby, you a butthole, bro. And then they got 2 straight sacks after that. And I was like, oh my goodness. Like he's
Well,
letting
yeah.
you know that his third and fourth string are better than your first.
And plus, they're hungry as hell. They have, I mean, not only
Yes.
does he rotate them all year long, but you rotate them in a national title game. I don't care if you're a freshman or even a
Facts,
junior
bro.
that hasn't got much playing time. I mean, they're
Facts.
coming in there trying to eat.
Yes, because you
So,
on TV, bro. You in front of
yeah,
millions of
man. I
people. Like,
mean,
oh,
and like I
that's so
said, the
true.
way he's recruited, I mean, there's no, as far as experience is the only thing different as far as these players go. That's pretty much the only thing different.
Now, and this is the part of being a coach. This is what I absorbed most from Kirby, like 5-6 years ago when he got to Georgia. So tell me this: what equals experience, in your opinion? Because we both probably agree on every single level of this. But what, in your opinion, what is experience when it comes to a football player?
At the college level, playing
Yes.
time.
Playing time. Yes. So we're agreed. Snaps.
Yeah.
Starting snaps. Well,
and also, I mean, you could go deeper into it and go with first team reps in practice, but being real experience, starting reps in a game, yeah.
And to me, I believe that my entire life. I mean, even now, it's hard for me to disagree when they go, well, Fish and football over the last 3 years has 491 snaps and he's only given up 1 sack. Like, oh my goodness. I'm like, whoa, bro, 491 starting snaps. But what people don't realize is, and I didn't, and I still don't sometimes, Georgia plays such a crazy practice schedule and off season. You are getting those quotation starting snaps in practice and in the off season. When other people are trying to develop and do these things, Georgia's having these mini games all year round. It might not be 4-quarter games. You might not have to get so depleted in your stamina, but you're getting these 25, 30 starting reps 2 or 3 days a week. So when you get in the game, it's like, dude, I've been doing this for however long. Kirby's turning the bleachers, the sound up on the speaker system, and it sounds like 200,000 fans are in here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and not only that, like we talk about the recruiting thing, I mean, the team has so much depth. It doesn't really matter at what level you're practicing it at on that team. And I believe that for other programs too, like Alabama, Ohio State.
yes, agreed.
But
I like
you're
that.
getting better reps in practice. Not only are you a higher talent, but you're getting better reps in practice that just prepare you even more for the game. So it's just like it just is nothing but better than that for a team, like going forward. I mean,
we are going to continue this in 10 seconds. I just want to say shout out ECG, shout out Falcons fan, Colby, Traveling Fools, our boy, Coach Dante, Macklin Griffin. I ain't seen you in a while, my dude.
Coach.
Which I see you. I'm just saying, I miss you, bro. Daniel Rivera. Trying to think anybody else. Anybody else, if you're on here, thank you guys for showing up for sure. We just talking football right now.
What did he say? Macklin say? He said
what?
something.
Well, what?
Drinks. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So that's why when I think of this, like I try not to compare it to Georgia. I try to compare because guys, you can be a college football fan all day long, okay? But if you tell me that if you're a Georgia fan, you're excited about Georgia, but you can't understand the process of a school that's on the opposite end of the spectrum, then I'm not saying you're a fair weather fan. You're a tunnel vision fan. You're just worried about Georgia, and there's nothing wrong with that. For me, I completely love all of college football. Me and Fishing, he knows, dude. I'm sure sometimes he questions whether or not like I'm fully a Georgia fan or if I'm partially a Florida fan, because I tell him I'm paying attention so much to this Billy Napier, this process, this timeline, because Billy Napier is coming from the bottom up, from the Sun Belt. He's name called, he's getting picked up, he's getting made fun of. I know that when I get to where I want to get to in life, people are going to go, oh, yeah, look at where this guy came from. I'm not a coach's son. I'm not a graduate assistant. I'm not a former D1 player. I'm not any of those things. So that's where I'm trying to watch from that perspective. And that's why I do love both ends. I love the Georgia back to back. Wow, that's amazing. But it doesn't turn me into an ignorant fan. I'm still over here watching Florida. I'm watching Colorado. I'm watching TCU after getting three transfer portal players from Alabama. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm watching Florida State getting Jordan Travis back, the running back, the tight end, the defense back. I'm like, oh my, there's so many good things about college football right now. So
Yeah.
I wanted to lead that into what are you most excited about? What teams, not just Florida, but what teams are you most excited about watching their growth going into next year? And they could be really good this year. They could have not been. Whatever. Anything goes.
I'm excited about Wisconsin. I'm excited to see what Nebraska does. One big one for me because Spencer Rattler is coming back, but at the same time they've had a lot of transfers go out, which is really weird to me. And we've talked about this, but with all the transfers going out after they've had such a good season, it just really weird to me. So South Carolina is a really big one.
Agreed. You talking about? Oh yeah, with Rattler coming back, and
Yeah,
he
Rattler
needed
coming
that,
back.
dude. He
Yeah,
needed that.
yeah,
Almost like another quarterback we know.
yeah, I know. That was really interesting, especially how he coaches bowl games. He coaches them so gimmicky, and it's successful too. It's just funny as hell to watch. But Oregon's probably another one.
Wait, is Bo Nix coming back?
Yeah, Bo Nix is coming back.
Stop playing. So
Yeah,
Spencer Rattler, Bo Nix, and Jordan Travis are coming back.
Drake May, North Carolina is coming back.
Well, he couldn't go because that dude's a freaking true freshman.
Yeah, I know. And
but
that
you're
defense
just
is so
saying in
bad.
general.
So we'll see how that one is.
Agreed.
You know what? Actually, Miami.
Yes. I want to tell Colby this before he goes. All of you guys, TB will be on the Mark Rogers show. I don't know when it is. I think a week from now or something. It's some kind of every conference review, and I was able to get the SEC part, or I don't know if it's me and somebody else. Anyways, I'll be on there, so just kind of keep a lookout. I'll let you guys know more, but just a heads up now. Are you saying Miami because of the coach or because of the recruiting class, or both?
I am definitely saying it for both because they look like an atrocity this year, and they have some of the best talent in the country coming in. So if they pull up and have a Jimbo Fisher type year, I know they're true freshmen that are going to be coming in here, but at the same time, you have to get better than what 5-7, 4-8, whatever the hell, 5-7. You got to get better.
Tell me if you agree with this. If you went 5-7 or 6-6, but you started majority of all these freshmen that came in, would you be okay with that?
Yes.
Yeah, same.
On a second-year head coach, absolutely.
Same, dude. Because that would tell me by your year 3 or 4, these guys are going to be older. Mm-hmm. What? That would also let me know if I was a freshman, like, bro, he's trying to grow. He's trying to grow with me. That would mean a lot as far as the building of the mentality of the program.
Not only that, I mean, you're going to have, assumingly you're going to have good recruiting classes after that. So as your first recruiting class in year 2 and 3, not only are you going to be better, but you're going to have people coming in behind you that are going to step up. And I mean, it's just an uphill thing from there. So yeah,
very
true. Absolutely what I would actually look forward to be honest, if I was a Miami fan.
70% of the incoming freshmen this year playing, maybe 30 or 40% next year, and in hopes that by year 4, you only need 2 or 3 freshmen to play because you've gotten so. Yes. Falcon wants you to address the Rashada nonsense.
The Rashada nonsense, it's a lot of unknown right now. The word on the street is it's NIL, but it's not actually like on Jaden's part or on Florida's part. It's the word on the street is it's the lawyer's part. And then the breaking news came out that he was requesting to pretty much to retract his NLI, his letter of intent. And then it turns out like literally an hour ago or so that he didn't even request that. So he's pretty much the whole situation now is he's trying to work stuff out with Florida. And if they don't work it out by Friday, yes. So if they don't work it out by Friday, this is what his dad said. If they don't work it out by Friday, then they don't feel like it's going to work out. But so Florida, his lawyers, Florida, some I don't know what happened. Nobody knows, but something
No,
happened that was dirty. And if it gets solved this week, he's gonna stay. If it doesn't get solved this week, he's probably gone. That's pretty
well,
much the deal.
this is all speculation. For him not to just up and call it quits, it makes me fully believe that Billy Napier did not know the full ins and outs, and they probably had an NIL program that was supposed to deal with this. Well, that NIL program did not deal with this, and Billy is like, okay, screw, like, hey, we're doing this, like me and you were doing this personally.
Well, and what I'm hearing is it's not the collective. So that's what I'm saying.
Really?
That's why I say I don't
So you're
know.
saying
And
that it's not anything to do with Florida? You're saying nothing to do with Florida?
I don't think it's anything to do with Florida or Rashada. But that's only what I'm hearing though. This could go way deeper than anything that I'm hearing or saying.
Okay,
So I
okay.
really don't know yet. It's
I
so
mean,
fresh and it's so weird. It's I don't know.
but I have to believe you because the only way I would not is if, hey, Rashada flipped from Florida to so and so else. He did not. So if he hasn't fully flipped, that's every proof in the world that this is not over. Like you said,
Yeah.
There's time for them to. No, I like this, and I really do hope you guys get them. Especially this is getting around the time where Kirby's been fighting or advocating for home and home for Florida and Georgia. I would love for Rashada to be in his second or third year when we get that home and home.
Well, not only would you like it, but we need it. Like, I mean, we need it badly. I mean, we got Graham Mertz, we got Max Brown. We lost Jalen Kitna, Anthony Richardson, and who the hell, and Carlos Del Rio, all this season, all this offseason. Like,
I think Graham Mertz is going to be better than you think, and I think
he's going to be better than a lot of people think, but nobody wants to hear it from me.
Well, I mean, think about it, Stetson Bennett. This man struggled here and there, but when you started to put better talent around him, it made his job easier. And hey, I know people wanted to argue this whole Tom Brady thing and you can't compare him. I have seen multiple games, not just Super Bowls, but multiple games where Tom Brady has had 150 to 250 passing yards and they won, and people are going, Tom Brady's the greatest. And he is. I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying, you don't have to pass for 450 yards to be the greatest. Like, and for these people that are saying Florida doesn't have talent, I may have sent it to you. I had an Instagram post pop up today or yesterday talking about Dameon Pierce. I didn't even know he went to Florida. I just saw the freaking title, the little caption, talking about him scoring a touchdown. And I was like, just like all the comments were, he underachieved at Florida. Like, it wasn't his fault. Dan Mullen this, Dan Mullen that. And I'm like, it's not just Florida fans that see this, guys. So, anyways, I'm sorry to go off on Florida tangent, but away from that, my dude, what does your off season consist of away from YouTube? Like, away from YouTube?
Away from YouTube, man, not much. I mean, working, my girl, and that's about it. I mean, I'll fish like I always do.
Will you tell us how things are going with your girl? I know we don't get to talk about it a whole lot, but I'm sure a lot of people want to know about.
They're going good. They're going good. We're working on trying to get a little bit closer and all that stuff. So yeah, it's going pretty. It's going.
Is that just?
It's in the right direction. I'll say that.
Okay, good. Well, I'm happy for you, big dog. I think that's something you definitely deserve. I'm happy for Colby as well. I don't know I think he got off earlier, but like happy for him as well. I was Falcons fan had said, I heard that he had flipped from Miami or for Miami with promise of more NIL, and it turned out it wasn't more than. He's saying that he was secretly committed to Miami, but then flipped to Florida, but then it wasn't
for more.
Yeah, and
that's the whole thing. That's okay. I'm gonna give you the baseline, everything I know of the depths, the very depths of everything that I've heard, and this is like the most insider information that I could possibly get.
Yeah,
I've seen that rumor go around. It's not true. He had offers of way higher money than Florida offered too, which
Okay.
it hints a little bit toward Miami, but it's not because of the money. Yeah, like I said, it's because of the lawyers and it's because of other stuff. It's not because of Florida. Well, actually, I take that back. Some of it could be because of the collective at Florida, but it's not because they're not paying him. That's what I'll say.
I'm thinking there was probably a miscommunication between numbers. That honestly, like that's what my mind is going to, and I'm really thinking because if I'm a head coach or I'm Billy, wait before I continue, Falcons fan wants to know how long has that been going on. He is talking about you and your female, sir.
Oh, that. Oh, wow. About a year. Over
Let's
a year.
go.
Over a year. About a year.
Okay, but I was just gonna say this: if I
Yeah.
was a head coach, I would easily reach out if it was you and go, "Hey, I don't know what happened. They're telling me this, but I'm also hearing this. Like, talk to me. Let me know." And
Yeah.
look, coach, man, they said this, and my lawyer said that, and they're talking, and it's like, but I thought the same thing you thought. Well, they're doing this, and it's like, well, let's get this straightened out because we want you here, and if we said we were going to do this, we're going to do it. And now it's making Rashada go, okay, so we are on the same page, and now it's one of those where you have until Friday.
Yeah, well, and see, this is just so weird. I'll say this last thing, and then we can move on because I don't want to
Okay,
get
you're
to harp
fine. You're
on it
fine.
too much. But so, like I said, that those are the only things that I heard. But the other thing that I did hear was the lawyers, and that's why I said the lawyers in the beginning. But is that somebody, aka the lawyers, took the top off of it too early, as in basically took money too early. That's the only actual detail I've heard about it. Is they took up the top off of some of the money too early, and it was illegal or it was something dirty.
Got you.
That's
G-
that's
Okay.
what I've heard.
Well, you keep us informed. Okay.
Yeah, we'll know by Friday. We'll know.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, this is what I'll say, guys, to start off the next part. This is what TB's off season is going to look like. I am going to enjoy to the fullest. This has been the best time of my life, and I don't mean as far as like, having fun and throwing water cups at people riding on bikes. I don't mean that. I'm saying
No.
more of a no, I mean more of a everything in my life is really, really moving forward as far as step by step. It's not one of those where all these great things are happening at one time. And my people that are around me a lot, they know. But little by little, things are moving forward. And it's taking pulling teeth to be able to take that next step and make that next step land on a step, on a staircase. But I've been pulling teeth my whole life and it has never landed on a step. So to be where I am now, pulling teeth and knowing that that next step is there, that's easy. That's common. I mean, that's easy as can be. So my thought was to step it up. We are going to now upgrade what we're doing on YouTube. And I love doing college football content. I love doing my NBA. We're separating the gaming. We're going to put that on a different channel. Uh, that way, the niche or the niche, whatever, on YouTube, the algorithm can focus on just one thing. But we're also going to add to this channel giving away money, but not in a charity way. There's a lot of fun things that we're going to do, and fishing. We haven't talked about this, but I think I'm going to do it for my friends and my close people at first. The next time that
Mhm.
me, you, and Colby get together, or especially if Huffer, Billy, Paul, all of us get together, we're going to do some fun things, and I would love to record it because yes, our community would love to see it. There are random people on YouTube that would love to see it. They don't care that they're my close friends, but I
Mhm.
want to test it out. If they go well, then we'll move on to strangers. But I've gotten better at editing. I've gotten better at the thumbnails, gotten better at the tags, the title, the docu, the what's it called, the description. And I think moving into the future of YouTube, I really want my YouTube to be that. I want us to have fun. I want me and you to do shows together. There's not many other people I would do a show with. Um, so I want us to move forward with that, but I also want people to realize as well I want to motivate people.
We're for the people. For the people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if I would have had
Mhm.
somebody like me on YouTube that I was following when I was younger, it would have easily motivated me to do more. So that's kind of where we are now. That's my off season.
That's
So
good.
yeah,
Yeah, that's good. Plus, like I said, you got basketball going on too on this channel too. So, and that's heavy, heavy, heavy,
it
heavy.
is. There's a lot of games,
So,
bro.
yeah.
Yes, for sure, Falcon. He was asking if we're still gonna do college football
Oh
talk
yeah.
shows this off
Of
season.
course. Of
Well, there's
course.
gonna be a lot of content for real, Falcon. And me and Fishing have talked about it too. We're going to make videos. Like, yes, we
Mhm.
like doing live shows, but we're actually gonna do videos and start putting stuff out there too, whether it's separate, individually, or together. Like, there's a lot of content to be made.
Mhm. Yeah,
But
and we'll start thinking of topics for live shows going forward. Like obviously it's the off season, and when the transfer portal ends, it might be dead for a little bit. We will have the NFL and stuff going on, and maybe we expand into that. I don't know. We'll kind of see. We don't know as much about that, but
agreed.
there will be plenty of topics that we'll be able to talk about. But yeah. As far as college goes, I mean, we can make stuff up, and just even if it pertains to last year or the year going forward, it'd be no
Agreed.
problem.
I would love to do something like expanding, not saying into the NFL, but just talking about players from each college or SEC
Yeah.
or whatever
Hmm.
who are in the NFL and like some news on them. Example, like Roquan Smith from Georgia, he's now the highest paid linebacker in the NFL. He just got
Yeah.
an extension today, and
Trayvon
it's like,
Walker at the Jaguars going to the playoffs first year. Hmm.
yes, it little things, and I think people like to hear that kind of stuff. But that's the kind of stuff too, though, where we do a good job, we make some videos out of it. I feel like that would go really well too. So
Yeah, and he said spring game. We'll probably both either spring.
agreed.
We'll
This
spring the
time we
spring
will
game.
definitely.
Uh,
This
we'll
time we will
probably
definitely do it.
yeah. Go ahead.
But no, you're good. I was just saying this time we're definitely doing it.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, it's good.
I didn't want to hold. I was gonna try to be done before 1 o'clock, y'all, because I didn't want to keep fishing on for too long. I don't have to wake up tomorrow early, anyways. So I'm lucky. I know Fishing has to wake up early. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Fishing close this out. Anything that he wants to talk about, or anything he has to say.
I think I'm good, man. Pretty much what I just kind of said about the stuff going forward, though. We're gonna figure some stuff out. It's gonna be creative and interesting, and we'll definitely keep going forward with it, individually and separately and together. So it's gonna be fun.
Yes, oh, no doubt, dude. Well, I appreciate you coming on. This was a fun one. It was a little funny at first. I'm glad we got to get
Yeah,
that out of the way.
yeah. Well,
But then I'm glad we got to talk a little bit. This was more of just an informational, and hopefully, people that come on later and listen. Whoa, what? Nacklin? Come on, wait. I don't even know what that means, bro. But I'm happy we got to get on here
oh,
and
damn,
get
man.
to going. But do love you guys. Love all y'all. We're gonna continue stuff, and we're gonna continue to grow. And we have a lot of goals for this year, second year on YouTube for both of us, and I think it's just time for grind time. This was our introduction year, and just like you go to a college and you're a freshman, you're trying to get everything down. It's hard to play full speed, hard to play fast when you're still learning everything. But now that we're starting to learn and we're starting to get everything down, like it's go time. Me and
Hey, so
Fishing
we're
about to
sophomores now.
transition and
Is
what
that
now?
is that right? We're sophomores now.
Redshirt freshman.
Redshirt freshman. I like
Yeah,
that better.
we're
That means I
redshirt
got more
freshmen.
time. Okay, I like that too.
Yeah. And so I think for real, dude, like to all of y'all, like we're about to start going full speed. Not saying we're about to start posting 47 videos a day, but we are about to start going full speed. And both of us feel way more confident going into this. There's a lot of things that we have learned going into this. And
Hmm.
uh yeah. And I'm very
Right.
happy to have Fishing. I think we've learned a lot from each other, and our egos are out the door when it comes to YouTube.
It's Matt Macklin going crazy. No, hey, I'm
Yeah.
appreciative.
Yeah, I
I'm
know, Macklin.
appreciative of you too, bro. I mean, it's been a journey just the past couple of months. So I mean, yeah, it's gonna be fun going forward. It's all been fun the whole time.
Yeah. We got a ways to go. We know that. But at
Hmm.
the end of the day, It's an investment. And so we got a lot of things that we're going to be doing. So, but for real, dude, appreciate you, bro. And
Yes, sir, man.
sorry to keep you up so late. If you get time tomorrow, please hit me up like at any time because I don't have. I mean, I have practice at 3. We have a JV game that I have to coach, so I'm happy about that. High school JV, I'll coach at
Mhm.
4, and then we have a varsity game at 6, and I'll be on the bench for that. So I will be busy from 3 till probably about 8. But you
Mhm.
hit me up anytime before that, bro. You get a chance, hit me up, dude. Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Macklin, thank you for that. Fishing needs to start fishing videos.
But that's coming. That's coming. Wait till this
And
cold
and I
weather blows over. Actually, before that, I already got a few videos lined up. I already
well,
got a
and
few. I
even
got
it,
a few
hey,
clips.
also, I'll tell you this. This is a quick thing that usually we'd say this kind of stuff on the phone. Mr. Beast, he's of course, dude's got a lot of money. He does all this different stuff. There's a lot of videos that he creates, that he spends money on, that he does not post because he doesn't think they're good enough. So he turns them into shorts. Out of shorts, think
Yeah.
about okay, the amount of money you get paid from a video, you get paid 30 to 40% of what you get paid from video from a short. He will just go ahead and turn it into a short. If it's not worth a 10, 15-minute video, he'll turn it into a 30 or 45-second short. So I'm telling you, even if it's just a quick, like, caught 3 of these bad boys and you show you catching, not catching, but like hooking 3 different fish and it's 2, 3 seconds a piece and it's just a 9, 10-second video. Like, I want to see that, bro.
Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. I got them lined up. I got them lined up.
So
I've been fishing
even
more
if you
lately.
just okay, good. Even if you just post you hooking it and then later post the video, like so, but and also Sir UJ said this too, and then I thought this meant a lot, bro. We ain't got to talk since then. He was like, um, whoa, what? Macklin, hold on, bro.
It's
Can
stupid.
we sir sir Lord, can
Sir,
we delete this comment that our friend
sir.
Macklin made? Cause I'm trying to make it to heaven, Lord. No, anyways, yeah, more fishing,
Damn,
less Florida
balcony.
football.
No,
Oh, listen, guys, stop it. I'm not trying to
hey,
roast my
hey,
man, okay? Listen, Sir UJ said this, and we'll shut it down. He said, you need to tell fishing to get his crap set up. Talking about your Cash App or your PayPal. He said, people were not trying to make it a pity party. Nobody's trying to help him. They don't think he needs help. We don't think he needs help. He said, but there are times where I may not have time to come on and hang out on a show, but I want to send him a few dollars. It has nothing to do with me thinking that he needs it or he wants it, but it's everything to do with I want Fish to know that I support him. He was like, so please tell him to get that set up. We were on the phone and
well,
he
that's
said
dope.
that.
When he say that?
This was 2 days ago. This was whenever I did my live show after the championship game.
Oh, okay. Well,
He
damn.
called me after and he was really excited about the live show and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it's like, so what I'm saying is, Fishing, there's a lot of us that want to support you, and I'm saying that away from the PayPal and Cash App. I'm saying that in a way of post your fishing stuff, post your you catching something, post you just looking at a fish or whatever it is. Like it, yes, it's funny because we're saying it, but at the end of the day, this is you growing into who you want to be. And after a while of you posting these videos, you're going to look at them and go, okay, next time I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted you to know that. I feel like you.
No,
I feel like
yeah,
that'd
I
be pretty
appreciate
cool.
that. Yeah, that gives me a little motivation. I definitely do need to do that, and I will.
But
I definitely will.
for real,
I
bet love
definitely
you, bro. We are about to shut it down. Okay. But Macklin, my
Macklin.
boy, as always. I shout out to Macklin, dude. You've done things
Yeah,
away
I
from.
love Macklin.
Yes, he's done things away from just. I think he cash. Yeah, no, not I think he cash apped me gas money for the Slav Olympics, and like I didn't ask
Word.
for it, no nothing, and he did it, and that's like that's what I'm saying is there are people out like that who I don't care if he doesn't send me money for the rest of my life. It's the fact of there are people out there like that who are just good people,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm appreciative of those kind of people. I'm appreciative of you, appreciative of Kobe, even Bet, who trolls us 27/7.
Yeah.
But yeah, love y'all. Me and Fishing out. We're gonna end this, and we will probably see y'all later this week. We for sure will see y'all Saturday night. Okay.
Yes, sir. We love y'all, man.
We'll see y'all Saturday night on Fishing Show. All right, y'all. Love y'all, and peace. I'll see you later, Fishing. I'll call you tomorrow. Okay.
All right, man. See
All
ya.
right, see you, dude. Bye, y'all.